Hello and welcome back to another video. In my last video we established the different possibilities for Bitcoin to end this correction. So now I want to go more in depth on how I actually identify a bottom. So the very first thing that I do always is mark the top and the starting point where the move might have started. So these are the two possibilities we established in the last video, either a flat where the actual top is here, or where the actual top is here and we get a free wave move down. So in identifying the bottom, there are the two main scenarios. We either need to end in 5 waves or we need to end in 3 waves. So the first possibility would be 5. In that case I start to count the waves, which the highest likelihood I think is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where then we can jump on the lower time frame and start the process over. Again, mark the top that we know where we need to start, and then start counting. In this case I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first wave here, second wave here, 3, 4 and 5. In that case, identifying the bottom would be realizing we most likely came down in a third wave, meaning we need a fourth wave and another fifth. So we can't really expect a bottom just yet. To come to this conclusion that we are in this count, I use various different tools. One would be the Fibonacci zones. The third wave has a minimal target of 1.618 of the length of wave 1, but can also go to the 2.618, which also is a very common target, which we hit here perfectly. Also consulting volume, what we want to see in an impulse down in the third wave, we want to see an acceleration, which we saw here, and an increase in volume with a spike. Same thing happened, for example, over here. This was the point when we started accelerating down here, where I said it's most likely we are in a bigger correction. Big part of that was just seeing this acceleration and seeing an increase in impulse in volume with a volume spike. So in this case we would say we are in a fourth wave. Fourth wave has the invalidation of wave 1, which would be 68k, and the target of 23.6 to 50%, where we perfectly hit the 38.2, which is a very common target for fourth waves. In our second scenario, where we might have topped here, there are different ways how we could finish the correction. Either we have an ABC to a W, X and then a Y, in which case we definitely need to see more of the correction, because this wave Y would be way shorter than this wave W, and the symmetry in the markets has to be respected at all points. In that case we might also need the same 5 wave impulse like we need in the other scenario, but then another B and then a bigger wave down, or as we discussed, a triangle or a flat. So in this case that we have a WXY, we really can be sure that we need to see more correction. So jumping back even lower, now on the 1 hour time frame, we have our invalidation at 68k. We have our target area that we think the fourth wave might end, and we mark the bottom. So what we can do is see maybe if there's a bottom, because we might be wrong. Primarily we think there's another wave lower needed, but we might be wrong. So in that case, we always have to consult, is this impulsive or corrective? It looks impulsive on the first glance because we came down like 13% or something on the day, but we have to count the waves. And right now I can count 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, 5. So to me, it does not look too bad that this is the start of a bigger move up, but so far this is 3 moves, so A, B, C. Theoretically, meaning 4 could be over here, and we are already in the last move down. However, if Bitcoin is able to make another high above the 38.2, we see an impulse. To confirm that it is an impulse, we can consult volume again. What we want to see is doing the third wave when momentum increases, also volume increases and spikes in the third of the third, which it absolutely did here. So in that case again, there are different scenarios where we might have seen an A, then a B, and then A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another C up, and only then 4 is finished. Of course, there are also more complex scenarios, like a triangle, where we might have an A, B, C, D, E, possible of course as well, and then 5 starts, or a flat, where we had A already, B, and then C, and then 4 is over and the 5 follows. So to conclude, I think Bitcoin is not done correcting. We have an unfinished impulse here. And even if we don't have an unfinished impulse here and we go straight up, we go in a sideways triangle or a flat, and only then we can expect a bottom. The only way I would expect a bottom is if Bitcoin now pushes higher before pushing lower, then corrects, and then increases massively in volume and momentum and breaks 68k. Then I could think about new highs. But until then, main bias remains down.